Hi there, collective people that are drawn to this reading, whether that be in the picture or the words on the thumbnail or just, the energy that you feel from that got you to click on it, right? Whatever got you to click on it. So I'm going to light some Palo Santo first. I feel like the energy is going to be really strong today because I did a new moon in Leo meditation last night. Wow, it lasted 40 minutes. And if you know me, then you know that that's a long time for me to be able to be like quiet and engaged. Yeah, it was really powerful. So I'm definitely not gonna tell you the whole meditation because that's personal, but the intent of the meditation was to go in with this idea that the new moon in Leo is giving you a chance to, in essence, shut off what's not you anymore and then emerge visibly to everybody of who you really are, or letting your true colors shine, letting your power shine, your strength shine. And so the first part, so the meditation was interesting. I was in this cave. And it was like an Egyptian cave. And Osiris was called in from the underworld. And Isis was called in from whatever, the ethers. And they were both there. And I mind you, I had no idea, like, where I thought I was going to do a meditation to get what I want to manifest. Like, that was my intention, is I'm going to put my visualization skills here to get what I want. Like, I want this, 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 and this, right? No, that's not how it went. Like, Spirit took the lead. They took the lead. And I was guided, like I said, into this room. It looked like a tomb, I'll be honest, with like the hieroglyphs on the side. And here lie on this like stone, the old version, like me at my worst. It was me at my worst. Okay, so it was me heavier. It was me probably on some stuff I shouldn't have been on. It was me like going through a rough time and struggling and not doing good. Like, it was that avatar, it was that body. And then there I am, I'm viewing this like from myself, and I am dressed in this like cloak. Okay, it was strange, y'all. I was dressed in this like black cloak with a hood, but I could clearly see my face being very different than what was on that stone. And then I like didn't know that this was gonna happen. Then I start crying, not like tons, but like a single tear comes down out of my eye, out of my right eye, and I'm like crying because I felt almost sorry that this body that I was staring at had to go through that part of my life, which so every mistake, every hurt that was endured, every label or falsehood that I had embodied at that time in physical form that honestly made a very ugly version of myself was on that stone. And I was crying for it because it was so sad. It was so sad. And I'll tell you, just on personal testimony of my journey, is I've been so so sad that if you looked at me at the time, you could say, that's a sad person. Like, what a sad situation. What a sad person. But there was some type of strength in a weird way embodied in that avatar for enduring in a way that the message was like the divine plan, that nothing was a mistake, that that what you went through was part of this. Like, this was always part of the formula. You just, it wasn't even about seeing where I was going to be in a meditation years down the road, right? It wasn't about that. It was about, like, knowing that even this avatar, even this body that you're about to say goodbye to is a former part of yourself that is, like, still needs to be respected and still needs to be accepted, loved, and then mourned. It was a really deep thing. And then, like, Osiris, like, covered the body with some black lace. Let's get detailed. And I guess I'll just tell you the whole damn meditation. Fine. It's not that. I put a lot of personal stuff out. I'm not really afraid of that. I'm not afraid of getting laughed at. That happens my whole life, so whatever. But yeah, so put like this black lace around me, around the whole thing, around the body, around everything. The last tear comes down. And, like, he's saying, good, say goodbye, you know. And then it's like an escalator. The body just kind of drifted off, and I don't know where it went, but I was very aware that the spirit or soul was kind of, like, extracted from it, and that was just the body. And now it goes into the earth, and now it becomes churned into the energies and alchemized and creating something new. But that it was just a body at that point. And it was old self. So after that, let me go ahead and share it. So after that, I look around and I notice that it's not just Isis and Osiris now. We have my passed on mother there, but she's in this, and she's in this cloak too. Okay, the cloak stuff was, I gotta admit, kind of strange. But I think that my mind wanted to do it for the ambience, because I'm kind of theatrical. And so we're in that, you know, we're in that tomb. And so therefore, but so there's my mom, and she's in a cloak, and she's a lot younger. Like, she's in her, she looked really great in her 40s. So I think she was in her 40s in this. My grandmother was there. She was also younger. Everybody, like, passed on people. Okay, there's a lot of passed on people. There were people I didn't know, but I knew in the meditation were my relatives, my actual relatives from this avatar, supporting this journey and kind of, like, telling me that they're always kind of, like, here and ready and willing to receive me and to help me and to help guide me through this life as a spirit enjoying an avatar body, but, like, whose point is to get constant self-improvement, whose point in life is that it's not, the journey's, like, never over in my mind. And so they form this circle. And a lot of the people from England, actually, because my dad's from England, like, directly from England, moved over here in the 70s, and a lot of them were there. Trying to think if there's any. Anyway, okay, so they form this circle, and then I'm in the middle, and I'm in this position of resurrection, in the sense of Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's a rebirth that's occurring, and in the meditation, they all have this energy that they're pouring into help me as a shield around and below, and then it's funneling to the middle to me. And then we did it for a while. Like, I received this energy for quite a while, and then they all flew away. That's another thing. So I get that imagination is big, right? I get it. But what the mind makes real, the mind makes real. And so what I saw was maybe a collective of, well, there's a few imagery that is really standing out to me. The Lionsgate portal is, okay, so we have masculine Orion, we have Sirius, we have feminine, and we have this portal. that's open right during this time. So divine masculine, feminine energies. It was like the embodiment of that coming together to help heal me, restore me, and ultimately mourn the old me. So part of that was coming in, and death and rebirth, embracing your full power, embracing the power of those that want you to succeed on the unseen realm. It was because I did notice one thing. I even noticed this, that the people that were popping up were not living. They were all people that had passed on. So I don't know. So there's something here about that. And okay, so that was my meditation. That was crazy. It was crazy. Okay. Oh, and at the end, the robes came off and people were wearing white, just to let you know. It wasn't all like dark, but I think the colors was, the black and white was to represent the contrast between death and rebirth, I think. Okay, so yay. So we have the alchemical wedding. We literally have things coming together then for a celebration. And this is a celebration of some sort. With the alchemical wedding card, of course, this is a celebration. The 10 card is coming out. I'm getting that divine feminine, masculine energies coming together in celebration. Because now, I don't know, like now the parts can be used for something different, to create something different. Energy is broken down, but it never is destroyed, right? And heck, I've been watching the cosmology like reports here on YouTube, and they're discovering things in the old Earth that, or not old Earth, I'm sorry, the old parts of the galaxy, the old part. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm saying these things right, but what they've discovered are things that defy their own physics and their own like calculations of what should be possible and what is actually being seen now in through our satellites. Basically, they're discovering that there's more out there, and there just keeps on having more out there. Probably because of some kind of energies that we haven't defined so yet. I have copper, I have luxuries, I have Venus. The 10 card is about being flexible. Could be about divine plan, a divine plan. Something that's going to move up and out of your life that was rather toxic with sulfur. Maybe it's time to experience the luxuries in life. The luxuries in life. Let me drink some more coffee. I'm still waking up. Looks like confetti, doesn't it? I always love confetti. As a kid, as an adult, I love confetti. Making big moves, foundations and achievements. Working your way to some milestones. This may involve a move. For some people, it may involve a breakup or getting out of a situation of allegiance from someone. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Definitely don't give away your power. It's talking about making some big moves because there's something that you'd been suffering in silence with. Nine of Swords. It's a very mental energy. Of course, swords mental, right? But it's very like How am I going to do this? How am I going to overcome not just a situation, but the pain from something? How am I going to overcome this? Okay. This can be a dark night of the soul where you're finally seeing the sun, right? Where you're finally seeing the sunrise. Let's get something else so I can figure out what else is going on. Aries, Gemini, by the way. Yeah, there was something about your power, about not giving away your power to anybody, to anything, anybody. Finding your own authority. We have 2 4s in the reverse. That has a separate message for me. That your path is going to change. That your whatever path you're on, whatever timeline you think you're on, is changing. Is going to definitely change. Those are I don't know if you hear the noise. Those are 2 kittens in the background. They're not mine, but I do help take care of them, and they're just playing with each other. So they were just fed. Yeah, so your path is going to change. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. Oh, don't doubt that. Oh, don't doubt that. Yes. Don't doubt that. You're not letting your fears get a hold of you anymore with temptation in the reverse. Feels like you've been blessed with some kind of power or authority here over this devil-like energy. Finding that you have more resistance to the things that before you may have been tempted more by. The universe. What I say about the universe is that it appears to be way more than we ever thought. It appears to be more than our calculations. But I think that's, again, because there's some kind of energy that's different than what we're trying to calculate. Okay, I won't get into that because that's probably I don't have enough knowledge in that area. Cosmology, shit. I don't think I could have even took that in college. That would have been too hard. So the universe, it's the end of one cycle. It's the beginning of a really great new thing. This is like the World card, but I mean, what do you see in it? I see your face right in the middle of everything that's being created. Authority. Okay, for some people it is about challenging authority, challenging how things are done, just period. Being the author of your own authority, not letting somebody else write that. That doesn't mean commit crimes, like I'm not meaning that. I mean your authority, your, no, I think I want it this way, not whatever way you're trying to be influenced or somebody's trying to influence you in. 7 4s, 4 4, 9 4s all together, and 1 9. Tell me about authority. Ten of Wands. You're coming to a completion. The Magician. Yeah, you have awareness of your power over the elements. Basically, you have awareness over your power over the elements, over what you can manifest, and that makes the Magician very powerful. Because you could still observe things, but when you have conscious awareness of what you're also wanting to manifest, it goes into intention, and then it just gets, like, something just gets bigger and bigger. Hang on. A stupid fly. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I just killed the fly with this. And it says sacrifice on it. Oh my God. You guys, I think we just sacrificed a fruit fly. Holy shit. So gross. I'm sorry. I have to leave it all. Ew, I definitely have to clean that. I'm sorry. we have the moon in reverse. The 10 of Wands. I'm crying, guys. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Oh shit. I'm sorry, but that particular small little fly is driving me nuts for days. All right, so the four of Pentacles and the moon in reverse. Something's really being revealed to you. Okay, every time I smile, my earbuds start popping out, guys, and so now I can't get this smile off my face. And my earbuds are popping out. This reading took a humorous turn. So the four of Pentacles is spiritual and material growth, okay? Are we still recording? Amazing. You're building the foundation for what you really want. You may feel a little closed off, like, hey, I don't want to listen to your authority. There's nothing wrong with that. Something about your emotions really, really revealing to you how you feel. Coming out of an illusion of who's really in charge of your life. Or what. What beliefs are in charge of your life. Or what energy is taking control. However you're able to define it for yourself. There's some major completion here about letting your burdens down and lightening your load, making lighter your load. You have probably been in a waiting period. With the sacrifice card, you probably have been in a waiting period for some type of pleasures or luxuries here, like to experience that. Like it's always maybe been a goal, but there was always other work, and so now they're saying put down this other work, reprioritize, because there is a completion happening where you're not going to be carrying burdens, but you're going to be growing in your own authority and your own foundation. And the High Priestess here, sorry, the High Priestess here is very intuitive, knowledgeable, knows about some inner things here, okay? Big inner things. They know how they feel. That's why I feel like this moon card in the reverse is just something extra being revealed to you. I do think you're in your intuition. You may be holding things back on purpose, like the suffering in silence, right? The High Priestess is an energy that is all about really doing the inner work and the inner study, because they know that the answers are within. And so therefore, they still gather knowledge on the outside, but they're not going to do it by socializing. And they're not going to do it by listening to anybody else's opinion and just, agreeing like a I don't want to say it like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not just going to agree with everybody. They kind of keep to themselves. And so if this person is suffering, if this is you, no one would really know it. It would be part of your secret, and it's okay to keep it like that. And it's okay to keep it like that. I feel like this is almost a falsehood. With this Four of Wands in the reverse, maybe, yeah, maybe you are moving away from something or coming out of some kind of allegiance that you had to a different energy. Maybe it felt very karmic, like there was a soul tie or contract, like you couldn't explain why you were in something, but that you just knew that there was some divine reason for it, right? And so I think the reason it's a falsehood is because I think you have met your goals. Even, like I said, even if those goals were to completely embody, like my meditation, the complete failure I was before, or the things that I failed at, but looking at that as not even necessary failures, actually meeting your milestone for that too, because embodying this requires like total acceptance of everything. Doesn't mean you can't say goodbye to it, right? But it is total acceptance. And then the Magician here on the bottom. And there's something about being open to more paths being open to you than you know, and also setting your intention. Some of you are really breaking through soul contracts, like breaking them apart. Why? Because there is this energy here of the Three of Cups that you know is supposed to be for you, and you're manifesting that. And it does involve you being kind of away. Maybe you've already cut cords energetically. Maybe this is just saying, okay, now let's see this on the physical. But you're making the tough decision to split from someone or something. It's been a tough decision. You've had to go back and forth. You see positives, you see negatives. You're forgiving, so you don't hold anything over anybody. So you are willing to accept that people change. You are willing to accept all kinds of things. But seeing with your spiritual eyes, you're making this decision. See how the physical eyes are covered? So I think it's saying definitely use those spiritual eyes for this decision. You're on the path to your stardom. Wow, and the Ten of Cups under that. You're on your path to your star seasons, where the stars were always in line, but now you're aware. Now free will to you has become even more potent or powerful. Why? Because of this awareness. There's some type of a consciousness, your conscience being more aligned with free will, the more aware you are of this magician energy that you embody instead of asleep to it. And this is definitely like you're going to feel the stars being aligned in the best way possible. And then you have the Ten of Cups underneath that. You have another Nine of Swords. So I won't doubt that this is difficult, or that there's, I don't doubt that there's a lot of maybe sadness, that like thinking, well, there's no other way. But it's not just about changing your thoughts at this point. It's about knowing what you want for your emotional completion, your heaven on earth, and doing that. You don't have to suffer. But if it's part of your journey, then it's saying, I'm part of your journey right now, the suffering, so that you can let me go. Okay, it's not here to hurt. It's here to help or heal in some way, and now it's ready to be mourned. 10-10, divine timing. So, I don't know if you're in this, what kind of spotlight you're in, maybe, but I feel like things are going to get a whole lot better for you. You will be dancing. You'll be celebrating. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. This is a beautiful reading. I like this reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a little bit vulnerable, I guess, with the meditation. Master number 33. Connection with Ascended Masters. Two. I am balanced. Watching your thoughts. Balancing your thoughts. Seeing the purpose and the good of whatever it is. Whatever it is. No matter how it looks. If it looks like something you don't like, then mourn it. I have number 9. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you're being of service. I am compassionate. And then I have 12. I am focused. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams to reality. And 16, oh, Tower energy, transformation, change, big level. Good type of tower too, right? You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. A wisdom seeker, and your angels ask that you share your knowledge for the benefit of others. I am perceptive. All right, so I am focused, I am perceptive, and I am compassionate. And that's what I have for my collective that was drawn to this reading. So I'm sending you lots of love. Bye.